This is a short presentation on how Virginia Tech Graduate School is encouraging departments to consider holistic admission review as they evaluate applications. If you'd like more information about holistic admissions, we include some additional resources at the end of the presentation. So what is holistic admission review? Holistic review considers the applicant's whole file, considering characteristics beyond just test scores and GPA. We understand that departments have traditions, time constraints, and sometimes the lack of resources that limit the holistic review of applicants. But because Virginia Tech is committed to improving the diversity of our campus, it is important that we respond to the expanding diversity of applicants and their qualities to be considered in the review process. So why is holistic admission review important? As we embrace the ever-changing demographics of our country and world, we must adopt our practices accordingly. One of the ways we can expand diversity at Virginia Tech is through graduate students. Holistic admissions is one way to broaden the perspective of faculty reviewers to consider characteristics of an applicant that may have not been considered before. The goal is to create an inclusion approach as opposed to an exclusion approach to admissions. So why do holistic admission review? High GPA and high test scores have been considered the primary factors in developing the pool and establishing the rankings of applicants by many departments, especially those with a high number of applicants. But this practice tends to cultivate a homogeneous pool while excluding potentially qualified applicants, rather than identifying a broad pool of qualified candidates using additional measures. Last fall, the graduate school asked departments to complete a survey assessing the importance of certain characteristics in the admissions process. Of the responses, statement of purpose and English proficiency score ranked highest for importance in assessing academic criteria, followed by letters of recommendation and overall GPA. Many of you are already doing holistic admission review, but we encourage all departments to adopt the process of considering more criteria as they review applicants. So how is the graduate school helping? To implement and realize holistic admission review in graduate education, the graduate school has revised the application to include more information about the applicant's knowledge, skills, and abilities, also known as KSA, or critical skills beyond the cognitive skills. You will see on the next slide how we include these questions for both the applicant and recommender. The student has the opportunity in this section to comment on additional educational experiences, which helps the students identify their strengths in 6 key areas beyond GPA and GRE. This includes the opportunity to provide brief descriptions of the applicant's leadership, research experience, community engagement, integrity, and ability to overcome barriers. According to recent Gallup student data, research shows that hope, engagement, and entrepreneurial aspiration are found to be better indicators of student success than standardized test scores. These questions aim to provide more information about those characteristics. The graduate school has also added features to the letter of recommendation section of the application, which now includes additional questions about the rating of the applicants on such skills and characteristics as communication, innovation and creativity, curiosity, teamwork, and integrity. Using these new application features, departments will be able to sort by the ratings to identify a pool of qualified candidates. Sorting and scoring applicants using these new criteria is encouraged. Specifically, we will request that departments screen in candidates using the KSA criteria. The process used by the admissions committees to accomplish this goal will be determined at the department level. On the next slide, we'll show you one strategy to implement the holistic review in your department. There are many suggested ways to implement holistic admission review. This is one strategy recommended by the graduate school. This is the screen-in process. The department can determine the most important characteristics that they want their applicants to have to be considered in the review pool. In this example, the applicant's GPA, research experience, and letters of recommendation are the top criteria. Please note that departments are not limited to only 3 screen-in rounds. Departments can certainly add additional screen-in rounds as desired. The screen-in process should include at least 3 screen-in rounds. Each round should screen applicants based on a criterion. For example, the department will begin with the total applicant pool. The first screen-in round is based on the GPA. All applicants who meet the determined cutoff are moved into the review pool. Next, the department returns to the applicant pool and has a second criterion, which in this case is research. All applicants who completed a research experience are moved into the review pool regardless of GPA. Finally, the department returns to the applicant pool and screens the letters of recommendation. All applicants who meet the determined criteria for the recommendation letters are moved into the review pool regardless of GPA or research experience. The department has now a review pool based on the 3 screening criteria, and these are the applicants to review for admission. We hope this short presentation offered some assistance in understanding the holistic admission review process. If you'd like more information, please read the new recommended guidelines published this year by the Council of Graduate Schools. We hope that we summarize some of the main points from the report in this presentation. We've also included a link to a video from faculty from the College of Engineering speaking about some promising practices for getting great graduate students to attend Virginia Tech. If you have questions about holistic admission review, please feel free to contact the graduate school for assistance. Thank you.